respect at all. That's why I didn't watch it. I haven't watched it.
I remember you saying after the fight that you felt the fight was a lot closer. You felt that you won the fight. You still feel that way?
Yeah, 100%.
What do you feel that you learned from boxing somebody like Usyk?
Nothing. Just basically, I think we just look after our own in the United Kingdom instead of trying to please everybody else who's a foreigner. So that's all I can say.
I spoke to David before the fight. David said that you go 15 rounds at that pace. Obviously, the fight was at a real frenetic pace. Did you ever feel that you had any chance of kind of getting him out of there, overwhelming him in those early rounds?
Yeah, I was. My shots were coming off nicely. He was running away. He was running too much. I didn't know with this. Some people if we were scoring boxing on who runs away the most, he'd be winning all the titles. Boxing is about who fights, who chucks most. And I was chucking the most, and I was pacing the fight, and he was not doing anything.
A lot of talk about him. How will he do at heavyweight? How did you feel? You're in the best position to talk about Usyk at heavyweight. You've been in with everybody, Vitaly Klitschko, David Haye, everybody in between. How do you feel he'll get on at heavyweight?
He's going to struggle, but he will make other people struggle by him. If you're not fit enough for him, you're going to struggle.
Those are the words of Dereck Chisora as he gives his thoughts on the fight with Oleksandr Usyk on top of the current platform that Usyk's fighting on and his other possible opponents. Now, Dereck Chisora himself has went on record and thought that, hey, I won. I think I beat Oleksandr Usyk. I think I pressed the fight. I chased the fight. I made the fight. Therefore, I should have won the fight. And my counterpunch to that is I think that Dereck Chisora is a brawler. He's a fighter. He loves the fight. He loves the contact. And if you're fighting anybody like Dereck Chisora, unless you're someone like, I don't know, Dillian White, someone that likes to go toe-to-toe, chances are if you go in there with the mentality to brawl with Dereck Chisora, you better be a brawler. Because if you're not, you're going to just get beat up. You're going to get beat up and you're going to get knocked out. You're going to get spilked. That's what's going to happen to you. And rightfully so, because you can't fight his fight. See, Dereck Chisora thought that Usyk was going to trade with him, was going to sit and put himself purposely in a position to get knocked out, because that's all that would have happened if Oleksandr Usyk didn't use his footwork. You have to graze punches. You have to shy away from punches. Okay, you have to take the steam off of punches. Yes, Usyk took some good shots from Dereck Chisora, especially the first part of the fight. And what started happening in rounds 4 and 5, Usyk started doing what he always really does, starts putting punches together more. Starts putting punches together, more combinations, getting more aggressive. Then the defense increases. So not only are he's hitting you more, he's going to make it that you're hitting him less. And that's what was happening with Dereck Chisora. I'm not sure about the commentary. Commentary DAZN sucks. Let's just, it doesn't do justice. A lot of people, man, you should go to DAZN. I mean, yeah, I would, but I want to do it justice. But I think, you know what I mean? It's not great. Let's put it that way. So, Dereck Chisora, was getting hit with shots that he had no answer to. At the beginning, he was taking the fight. He was bringing the fight. Then Oleksandr Usyk was like, okay, let me start leaning back. Let me start grazing and rubbernecking these shots so I can take less impact from these shots. That's what was happening. So for him saying that Oleksandr Usyk ran, I think him, if that's what he calls, quote unquote, running, right? I think it worked, because there were times when Chisora was hurt. Okay, and he clearly got Chisora hurt, and Chisora you could see him. His legs got a little weak. You could tell the little dance in the legs don't lie, people. The legs do not lie. And when he got hit with that straight left, he knew, okay, I got hit with a proper shot. That's why I tell people, Oleksandr Usyk will be a person that can hurt you. Okay, you got a man over 200 pounds hitting you. Okay, he will hurt you, especially if you're wearing gloves. He's wearing gloves, right? And I say this: Dereck Chisora is a guy. He likes the idea of brawling, but not everybody's going to brawl. I think the fight wasn't necessarily a wash. I think the challenge was at the beginning with Chisora actually pressing the fight because he was landing more. He was putting that constant pressure on Usyk, but Usyk showed that, hey, I'm not going to fold when these big guys hit me. If you can take, like I told people, if you can take Chisora's punch, not saying you can take everyone else's, but if you can take Chisora's punch, that answers a lot of people's question that, hey, I am tough enough to stay in this division. That's safe to say. But did Dereck Chisora win, in my opinion? No, he did not win. Did Oleksandr Usyk run against Dereck Chisora? No, I don't think he ran. I think he started using his footwork intelligently to stay away from those big shots. Okay? Unless, if that didn't happen, he would have probably ended up getting hit and hurt with something big. Right? A spilked punch. And we all know what happened to him. Right? So, you guys tell me what you think about Dereck Chisora saying that he felt he won the fight. They were against him. And Oleksandr Usyk ran. Guys, tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.